You guys want to know something really awesome? The IL now surprised us with nesting and skins pushed up till the next update after next. This is so exciting. Stay tuned for more updates. On other news though, they have taken out global chat forever, and they have actually told us that they don't plan on bringing it back. Today I think we should discuss our thoughts on global chat and why we aren't happy about it being taken out, and then go into details of other popular opinions of why other people want it taken out and staying out. But in saying that, the Pachy seems to be steamrolled. The next update is actually bringing out the Pachy, and they're actually pushing that update really fast. So I think that the devs are actually going to bring out this update a lot faster than we actually originally thought. They've changed the order of the updates, which is really good. As I was saying before, they're bringing up nesting and skins and stuff like that, which is definitely exactly what we wanted. But over here we've got these so we've got the diets and fractures in the next one, as well as the Pachys. So I think they really go hand in hand. So what's going to happen is obviously the Pachys are going to hit and literally fracture people's bones. Not people, sorry, dinosaurs. Diets will now accompany the debut of our fracture system. One of the main issues with current gameplay is the lack of an intricate game loop, resulting in players opting to spend the majority of their time in one area of the map. The diet system will encourage and reward players for striking out into the world to fulfill their various needs, as well as providing herbivores in particular a far more meaningful gameplay experience. Pushing people out to actually leave areas, getting them to not sit in one area, that's definitely something that I'm really happy that they're trying to do. Whether or not they do it in the right way is literally going to be showing from the diets and also from the perk system, as well as if they bring in quests and anything like that. But you want people to you do want reasons to leave the area, whether that's like a group of people leaving for a goal. Taking out global chat for herbivores is actually quite a bit of a hard one, because if you take global chat out for herbivores, how are herbivores going to talk to each other? They're meant to mix pack. Herbivores are meant to mix pack. They always were. But for some reason, the grouping system doesn't allow herbivores to be together, and there's only local chat, which means you can only talk to your species. A bit unfinished, but I can tell that they're definitely going to be using this, and this is going to be basically a learning curve for them to be able to push through in the future. Moving on. So the Pachy, how am I going to say? I'm going to butcher this name. Pachycephalosaurus. Pachycephalosaurus. All right. I think that's right. If I got it wrong, leave a comment down below. While fractures can be inflicted in a variety of different ways, it simply wouldn't be the same without a certain hard-headed and irritable herbivore administering them in the old-fashioned way. Now, I remember Pachys being able to absolutely steamroll Dilos. Dilos just didn't have a chance sometimes against Pachys. It was quite difficult. Moving on to Ancestry. So Ancestry is actually the one that they're bringing up. That's the one, it was actually way back down. I think it was like update 7 or something like that, or 8. So we've heard your feedback, and rest assured, we are well aware of popularity surrounding the beloved nesting and skin system. So we're happy to announce that they've both been moved up to update 5, expanding upon each system and introducing a brand new one. Okay, so I'm really happy with that. Bringing a brand new one. Yeah, you're doing it right, guys. You're doing it right. The game itself is becoming really, really good. You're actually doing some right things, but there is some wrong things that you're doing, and unfortunately, sometimes they might be what makes other things go down and make other things go up. So really, you want that diversity in this game, because this game has so much diversity. If you think about the servers in particular, there's PvP servers, PvE servers, realism servers, there's roleplay servers, there's people with just body down servers, and people that protect nesting and preserve fighting still. There's even servers that have like PvP areas, but then no kill zones and stuff like that. So I've been on many of those sort of servers. You really gotta make all these people happy, because then they make up your player base. So you can't just say, hey, this is how we want it. Whether you like it or not, we're doing it this way. If you do that, then unfortunately people will just jump ship. But then there's also a lot of people that do like it that way, and it's fine to make them happy, but there's going to be servers out there that can make these people happy, and that's fine. If you make it, expand it, make it so there's many different ways to play the game, you tend to bring in more people from different areas. So moving on. That's a debate we can have later. Update 5.5, improved day-night cycle plus night vision. I think this is really good because this is when the dialos are going to come in, I think. So the implementation of night vision will have a profound effect on the way players behave at night. During this time, it is imperative for us to actively monitor the balance between various species, hence why we have decided not to include a new playable creature as part of this update. Update 6, Gore. Gore will be a significant undertaking. Therefore, we firmly believe that it is appropriate to debut as its own focus update. That's fair enough, especially if they want to change the game in a certain way. We'd also like to remind everyone that the Isle is intended to be a survival horror game. First and foremost, the implementation of Gore will usher in a much darker tone for the game that is far more violent and visceral than what you have come to know. Our aim is to replicate the beauty and unapologetic savagery of nature. This is where their vision of the game comes in, and it's very focused, very, very focused. Their vision of the game is for it to be a survival horror game. When if it was like properly survival horror game, then maybe they would have made it that from the beginning, but they really haven't brought those sort of people in to this game. In fact, I find a lot of the people that play this game are actually some of the most non-violent people. They love dinosaurs. That's literally what this game is. It's a dinosaur game. So whether or not you think dinosaurs are cute and fluffy and you love them, or you actually want it to be a horror game, that is where the split in the community becomes apparent. Whether or not there's more people that like the horror part of it and the realism part of it, or there's people that just like the social aspect of the game where you get to hang out with your friends, plus you get to fight and you get to, it's such a diverse game, and that's what really brought me into this game. The fact that I had so many people I could like talk to and hang out with, like that just really brought me in. Moving on, next one, Night Terrors, update 6.5. While you may find poisonous plants out in the world, it'd be a tad strange if venom were to debut without something designed to inflict that nasty bite. So this is when they're bringing in venom and poison. So I didn't know about the poisonous plants. That's an interesting one. But obviously the Night Terrors will be the Dilos and the Troodon. Now that's going to be a big one, and definitely looking forward to that. I can't wait for that to come out because I loved playing Dilo back in the day, killing me some Rexes. So as you can see here, they've got the previous updates. I don't know, I can't really move that across. There you go. The previous updates here, which are here, and then further along they've got update 4, which is the diets and fracture system. Now in saying that, they've got the updates here. You can see update 4, 5, 6. But see, if you look here, ongoing content. Now see, this is the UI overhauled and the perk system and stuff like this. This is going to be going on in the background. All of this stuff that's here is going to be going on in the background. So this could any of these could come out with these updates. So we could be surprised, and I think that's a good idea for them to do. That way, we're not expecting too much. So when they obviously all of a sudden drop something else during an update, then we could be happy with that. Now we're going to go into talking about the actual things that they've taken out of the game. So I'm going to talk about my personal thoughts of where the game is going with global chat, and I want you guys to also put your feedback down below, because I know there's other different views and opinions on this matter, especially because of what's happening. So to start off with, they've taken out global chat forever in the game, and at first I thought this could be a good idea, but then I started to notice that I really couldn't communicate with anyone on the server. Even my own group mates it was hard to talk to them. So like I just ended up starting to not really like the way that they've done it. Now being an admin of a server, we can actually DM people, so that now that they've brought that out, that's a good thing. So, but in saying that, like for example, new players coming to the game don't know how to play the game because the game itself does not really tell you much. In saying that, people that want to find a group to join, sometimes they just can't find a group. The problem is if you see another dinosaur, even if it's your own kind, you don't know if they want a group or not. All of a sudden you found one and you want to find a group, you call, and they don't want to fight. They don't want to join your group at all, and they kill you. There goes 5 hours of growing a Deinosuchus. Same with trying to grow a dino. You're having trouble growing, so you want to find some friends that will help you grow this dinosaur, which happens. This game relies on groups basically a lot of the time. You pack up against people, you run around, you are a terror in the field. This is a horror game. Like, it's just like, it's not the sort of horror game that some people are expectant of in horror games. So in my view, global chat should be brought back, but put back in as either players can turn global chat off and everybody can see that they don't have it on, or it's server based, so they can turn global chat off for the entire server, or you can switch it on for certain servers. That way there's that diversity in being able to choose whether or not they want that or not. That sort of realism or gameplay that really can make a community or not. Moving on to the next thing would also be whether or not like what else global chat could be good for, because a lot of people are talking about pushing people to Discord. Now, pushing people to a different game or to a different platform just to talk is not really a good idea, because then they're not spending more time on your game, and literally the devs should be working towards playtime, what people actually want to do. If people want to play Isle, keep them in the Isle, make the reasons for them to stay in the Isle and not leave the game and only stay in Isle. Like, it's just it's mind-boggling. Okay, but I really want to know your views, because I know that a lot of people like not having it, because sometimes there is a lot of toxicity that does happen in global chat. People get their butts hurt, people, you know, get a bit upset. Like, I do understand that as well. So there's good things and bad things of having global chat, and whether or not taking that out just because of the bad and causing the problems for all the people that do like it, it's really like, we'll see how things work. But that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. And for my server that I help run, we need it. Like, it's something that we can rely on really to help new players and to even get a hold of people if they get stuck. They don't have Discord, or they get stuck and they can't get into Discord or something like that, then we can get to them. So, but yeah, thank you so much guys for coming and watching the video. It's been really a pleasure for me to be able to share my thoughts and what I think the game is going and where it's going with the updates and everything like that we've just gone through. But if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you dislike it, then hit the thumbs down. I don't mind, as long as I get to be able to share these videos with you. Like, I really do this basically just for fun, out of my own time. I don't get paid for anything like this, so I'm not too worried. In saying that as well, I want to know your thoughts, so put them down in the comment section. Like, there's a lot to talk about and there's a lot to share. And if you just want to rant about what you actually think about the game, then let's go. Let's just have a rant. Let's have a nice debate, but like, keep it not toxic. So, but thanks for watching guys. Love you guys, and I hope you have a great day.